it's chilly out here. Get the car fired up. Make sure the tires are good and hit the gym. Check out the fog we got this morning.
Yet again, another leg day. We meet again. We got heavy weight on the hack squat, 365. We're doing sets of 10 to 12 here. You want to keep good form, and you want to get as low as you can go. We've probably did close to 100 reps of squat, if not more. I finished it off with one last set of 20. At the very end, burned it out. Let's do some leg extensions. In between sets of legs, we'll also jump in here and we'll do some of our shadow boxing with these 3-pound dumbbells. Get nice and warmed up, and then here in a minute we'll jump outside and we'll go live against the bag. I'll tell you what, one day, literally the day after of using these things for the first time, these 3-pound dumbbells, my shoulders are on fire. My rear delts, my side delts, my front delts, my grip has all been just cut loose with these dumbbells. It's not even heavy weight, but I really haven't ever trained like this with this much tension, with such light weight for such long durations of time under tension. So obviously my muscles are going to react a little bit differently, and I can surely feel it. All the pups are out here. We got Love, we got Oli, Emmy's down there. Round 3 is done. Let's go hit some abs and we'll jump back in here, knock out round number 4. In between rounds, I take the gloves off and I come over here and I hit abs. I knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Made a quick pit stop at Walmart, picked up some waters, a couple other things, and a 50-pound bag of some deer corn. We got opening season this weekend. Before we get the day going, we're gonna hang up this cool little sailboat we got. We really don't have a good wall in the house other than above the fridge. Just try not to break anything. Oh, shit. We got some spare cast irons up here.
Pups are out here, knocked out on the back porch. I'd say, yeah, right there. A little bit more to the left and it'll be good.
Where?
Left, right there. Maybe a little more to the right. Boom, right there.
Right here?
Perfect.
Professional tools we're using. What do I do with the nail? Here it is.
I don't think it gets any more professional than a hammer and a nail.
It's gotta be right up here. This is kind of a big nail, but we'll see. It should go in pretty easy. It's in a tight spot up here.
There it is.
Looking good. Perfect, that's another job done. I wanted to go ahead and get that thing hung before it got broke, sitting on the shelf. Let's get the day going. Let's move the deer corn down. Check these little guys out. We got the deer corn put inside the goat's barn for now. We'll find a good spot to spread it. Take a quick second, check in on the sheep. They should be just fine. Raked up some of their loose hay yesterday. We're not gonna let them out to free range today. Grabbed my car, brought it down here to the shop. I'm gonna go over the oil, all the other fluids as well. I'm also gonna put a little bit more air in my tires. With it getting colder, they're gonna need a little bit more. Picked up a couple items this morning for some jobs I need to get done. This old car doesn't have any kind of fancy tire pressure sensor or anything like that. So every couple days, I gotta come and take a look just to be on the safe side, make sure all my tires are where they need to be. This guy's around 28. I like to leave my tires about 32 PSI. That's about what I always put them on this vehicle. Depending on the vehicle, they vary, but yeah, this one's at 28, so let's add a little bit of air. Right on the dot, 32. Always check twice, perfect. Let's move on to the next tire. All the tires were riding at about 28 PSI. We bumped them up to 32. We still got some miles to run on these old tires before we get them swapped. Want to take care of them. Next up, we're going to check the oil. I keep a tab on it every time I change my oil. So I got about 1,000 miles until my next oil change is due, but it doesn't hurt to check in on the level. Same with all the other fluids, just to make sure we didn't spring a leak. So far, so good. Always like to check 2 to 3 times just to be on the safe side. I don't know if you can tell, but we're right about there. That's the fill marker. And the oil's not too dark. That's good. Means it's not too burnt. I use full synthetic in this old engine. Now that we verified all the fluids are good, I'm going to go through with the compressor real quick. Clean out the engine bay a little bit. You get some buildup over time. Also, funny enough, is a couple months back, I had a mouse living in here. I had to get him out of there. Thankfully, he didn't chew any wires. Grab the biggest empty gas can we got, which is this 5-gallon. I'm going to run up to the gas station real quick, get it filled up, and that way we can refuel the side-by-side. Let's get it filled up. The side-by-side needs 93, so that's what we're going to put in it. Still haven't got a gas cap for it, so we're using this old glove. It hasn't failed us yet. We're going to put all 5 gallons in, and then half a bottle of this fuel injector cleaner. We'll save the other half for next time. I'll do all that with this big old thing. It's called a super funnel. Fits way down in there. That way I don't have to hold it. Try not to spill any if we can. Look at these guys. Fill this thing up to the top. There's still some gas left over. Found the gas cap. I had to search far and wide for this thing, but it fits. The glove just ain't gonna cut it anymore. We keep losing fuel that way. We got a full tank of gas. Picked up some of this paint this morning. I'm getting ready to paint this little piece of sheet metal here. We built this barn a couple years back, and when we did it, we used the sheet metal we had. And from the house, I always see this little red piece standing out. I want to get that taken care of with the spray paint. Let's sand it down, wipe it, and get it painted. Pretty much all I'm doing here is just going over the top, trying to scratch the surface of the existing paint and metal. That way the new paint has something to grab onto. It'll last a bit longer as well. And then I'm gonna go through, wipe all this extra dirt and dust off, let it dry for a bit, and get it painted. First coat is on. It doesn't look too bad. There's a couple streaks, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Use this piece of cardboard to help mitigate any overspray on the window. It's a little bit darker than the rest of the building, but it's better than that red was. I think I might go ahead and sand and prep up this side over here and paint that little sliver. Put 2 coats on it. We're gonna let it dry. We have some leftover paint. If we have to hit it again, we will.
Dinner early tonight. We got the onions sauteed, ground beef's going in, butter sizzling. And just like that, that is going to be it for today. Alan's out there handling some brush, getting it burnt. We had dinner. It's been a hell of a day. I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.